trying to hustle me. He ain't trying to do nothing. So it's like, we'll question that rather than just go another route. No questions asked. Programming.
No questions asked.
Programming, man. Television programming. Advertising programming. It's what's that called? It's the freaking I'll probably think of it in a minute. But it's a project. It's a project that comes out. It's a thing that they do. It's been happening for years. Like the government has done for years to like different little programs and stuff like that. MK Ultra. MK Ultra. That's what I was thinking about.
You went deep now. You went deep on that.
Yeah, man. I was just thinking. I knew I was gonna think of it.
But you're right, brother. That's why we need our own communication system. So that we can, like you see these black networks. I mean, they okay, but they show reruns of the same stuff we already saw. Man, we need to have a real news channel, real news station, real news. We need to have an educational channel for our children so that when they home they can learn the best educational channel for PBS. That's the best, and they not geared for us. They geared for general. Mm-hmm. So we need our own networks. I mean, man, we're begging these people, Howdy Weird, man, to green light our projects and stuff.
Why?
We're begging them, and then they pick and choose what they want to do.
Tyler Perry got a whole studio, man. Why we begging anybody to do anything? Tyler Perry Productions ought to be putting a movie out every freaking month, man. I mean, if you talking about togetherness and talking about really want to get it together, you have the tools, right? You have the resources. You can put out, if you got a whole studio, you can create your own movies. I mean, on a regular basis.
But see, there's the catch though, brother. Tyler Perry Studios. So Tyler Perry is basically, he does what he wants to do. You know what I mean? But he only has so much money that he can do that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Check this out. What if we had our own studios where we controlled and owned it? Not one person, but we owned it. We invested in it. That was one of our stock companies, one of our investment. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And so this is what I'm saying about institutions. I'm talking about we all own what we use instead of just using it and buying it. But I'm talking about ownership. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that's another incentive that will make you want to go 2 hours because hey, I own this. I want to make sure this is, and I'm gonna tell other people, hey, you need to come here, just like you doing with 3UFirst. These are the things that I'm trying to do with 3UFirst, brother. And I don't know how long it's gonna take, but when it takes off, man, it's gonna be amazing, and that's when everybody's gonna jump on the bandwagon.
And then I can say, man, you know what? They jumped on. Think about a radio show. So I can say I was a part of that situation, a part of the ground level of it. And shoot, I'm going to have a business on that too. My motivational speaking company going to be on there. Think about a radio's going to be on there. Keep on pushing enterprises. So we connected, my man. We connected. Anybody that jumps on this show, I let them all know, man, now we're part of the family. We're part of the connection. So it's all about effective networking, reciprocity, right? That's what this whole thing is about because, again, there's enough out here for everybody to get it. We got to stop this hoarding mentality. As I say all the time, there's no need to haul off plates at a buffet. We can all eat. Let's all get out here and eat. No need to be stingy. Let's go eat.
That's it, brother. That's what 3UFirst is created to do. That's why I said it's 3UFirst is it's a new model actually for our community.
Yeah. I like what you're doing.
Because like I said, most businesses, if not all businesses, were created specifically to make as much money for the owner or owners. 3UFirst was created specifically to use the money to solve the problems in our community. It doesn't get, and then it's shopping online, shopping on 3UFirst. That's free money, brother, because we already spend it. That's money we already spending.
Yeah,
this is free money that we could be using to solve our own problems. Free money. Because we already spending this money. We already plan on shopping on the holidays. You see what I'm saying? So why not shop where it creates jobs, business investment opportunities, funding nonprofits, sponsoring our own events? That's crazy that we got to get people outside our community to sponsor our events. Our events.
Man, I think I don't know, man, what your take on this, man, but I think, man, that throughout the years, right, and I think about this a lot, right? You know, they talk about slavery and the issues of that, and they talk about the Bible and all that stuff, that where they're given a religion and how they, consider, say, white man religion and all that stuff, right? So, but my thing about it, though, is that I think, man, that we have been programmed and taught and indoctrinated so much with the sweet by and by that we don't even care about the here and now, right? So we don't even put the efforts into ownership of the here and now, because think about it, man. Throughout the years, we focus on just get to heaven, just get to the sweet by and by, just get there, So basically, because we some of the most religious people in the world, right? And so therefore, I think subconsciously, right, we gonna leave this place anyway. We ain't gonna be here long anyway. So why should I own anything? Why should I have anything? That's materialistic. You know what I mean? I would like to expound on that. Maybe I'm off base somewhere, but that's just what I'm thinking. I think that does something to us psychologically, man. I think it made us kind of docile.
Brother, you are right on point, because I don't knock religion, because there's some positive in it as well. But
yes,
the way we've been programmed with religion is that exactly what you said, that we waiting for it to come at another point in time. As opposed to right now. That's we that's part of that slave mentality, because that was the first book they didn't mind us reading, because it did make us docile. Turn the other cheek. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But and King kind of picked up on that. But we also had what do you call it? What's the name of that movie? We had the brothers in the South that had weapons, because they was like, you're not gonna mess with my children. You know what I'm saying?
Like Nat Turner.
No, even after Nat Turner. I'm talking about during the '60s, the Deacons for Defense.
Oh yeah.
Deacons
didn't he have machetes or something, didn't he?
Them brothers said, "Nah, you're not gonna beat up and hurt our children." Because that's what it was all about. We were smart, so we thought that by putting our children out there to protest, that they wouldn't harm them, and they still harm them. They beat up our children. So these brothers in the South, Louisiana, said, "Nah, that's not gonna happen no more." So they picked up the weapons and they said, "You can try that again, but you're gonna get a different result."
Yeah.
Those brothers, they changed the game. You see what I'm saying? They didn't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. They changed it. They did something different. And that's kind of why people, the government and those who went to support King, because they said, "Oh man, we got to get away from these people because they ain't playing." You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. That's why I said, 3UFirst is an option. It's an option for our community. It gives our community an option where we don't have to be struggling, spending our money, even though we want to spend our money with our community, but we're not set up for it. We don't have the infrastructure. We don't even have the businesses. If you want to get a job, as I said earlier, you got brothers and sisters out there that can't find a decent job because of their record. Now, I thought that when you did your time, that was it.
Oh no, you do it all over again with probation.
But you sanction for life, man.
Yeah.
So these people have no clue about justice. They have no clue. They don't know how to spell the word. So we got to create our own businesses so that we can hire our own people. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
It's just that simple, man.
Yeah. You have to be prepared for it, though. Like you said, right now we say, we're done. We checking out. We're not gonna deal with you guys no more. Okay. Do you know anybody that makes ammunition? You know anybody that manufactures gunpowder? Right? So when you run out of whatever your stock is, it's over. So as you say, we got to get back into ownership. As many of us that love cars, there should be a car geared toward African Americans or black or indigenous. I'm going to say indigenous people. There should be a car geared toward the indigenous people, right? As much as we love vehicles, as much as we love clothing, it should be more. And also, I'm going to say this too, to black business, because there are not so many of those. When you have an opportunity to service your brother and your sister, man, service your brother and your sister. Please don't give them attitude. Please don't give them negativity. Please don't give them bad service. Because I bet when Mr. Johnson or Mr. whoever comes in there, I bet you're going to give them good service. I bet you're going to give them the great service. So let's not do each other dirty just because, right? Because there are not a lot of our businesses out there. So we should welcome one another and embrace one another when we see another brother and sister in a business, rather than give them a hard time. So if you are one of those people giving people a hard time in business because of attitude or whatever the case may be, please try to change that paradigm and let's come together and have solutions. Because as Mr. Terrance said earlier, there's not a whole lot of black businesses thriving right now anyway. So we all we got. So we have to love on one another more because we get enough hate out there as it is.
Brother, you speaking the truth, man. Because and here's another example. I had mentioned it earlier, but I don't think I finished what I was saying. But you know, before the '60s, we had our own everything. You know, you remember the show with the brother Jeffersons.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
Where the
brother
moving on up, where the brother owned the cleaners. We used to have the cleaners. That was our monopoly. We had the cleaners. We gave that up. Now the Asians got the cleaners. You know what I'm saying? We had our own banks. We had our own insurance companies. We had our own serious supermarkets. We had our own hospitals. Yes, we had hospitals.
Yes,
because everything was segregated, so we had to create our own hospitals. You see what I'm saying? And we gave all of that up, you know, to be so-called integrated. See, here's another thing. when we went to court to fight, you know, for equality, we didn't go to fight for so that we could sit and eat and go to school with the white community. No, we, you know, separate but unequal was about money. Mm-hmm. It was about money.
Yes.
It was the fact that the white community, the educational system was getting their fair share of the money, and the black community educational system wasn't getting, you know, the equal amount. That's what that was all about. And you see how it got all twisted up?
Yeah.
Look where we at now.
Yeah, still have the bad resources. Look where Martin
where we
Luther
at
King
now,
Jr.
man.
Avenue, Malcolm X Avenue. What are those? Ghetto projects, negative areas, right? You think that's what they died for? You think that's what their legacy was supposed to be? But again, though, we got the illusion of inclusion, right? I mean, to me, again, you looking at the view of it from it makes no sense for me to go sit in a restaurant and get food thrown at me and get talked about to me to go eat this food when I know Mr. Johnson got some great food in my community and been feeding me. Why? So even when you tell me I can come into this restaurant, you've already proven that you don't really want me here. So I'm going to be pretty much scared to eat anything you cook anyway.
Isn't that crazy?
That's me.
Isn't that crazy?
That's just me.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Why would you want to go to a place where these people can't stand you, don't want you there, but yet we fought for that. That's what we fought for. Mm-mm. Instead of fighting for the money so that we could bring back into our community and build up our community like every other ethnic group does.
Symbolism.
That's why you got Chinatown, Koreatown, Little Italy, the Barrio. You know, where's ours?
The projects.
Where's Blacktown?
The projects.
The project. But we don't own nothing.
We don't own nothing. You know, you got cats killing over blocks, right, that they don't even own. Killing over area and turf that they don't even own, not even a house on that area, not even a store in that area. So what are you killing for? What are you killing another brother for nothing? You don't even own it. You got cats, man, in the dope game, right? They killing over blocks. You over here selling dope on my block. You don't own that block. Your name is not on one piece of property over there. So what are you killing for?
And guess what? We could be moved at any time.
Yeah.
That's what's happening with this gentrification.
No, they're shutting a lot of them down, man. Hey, also, too, man, with this Hurricane Harvey up in Houston, right? There's a lot of people that got moved around and displaced. You think all those people are going to go to houses? You think they're all going to be set up just fine? Man, no, the police are being dispersed in different areas and different places because certain areas are prone to flood and they have certain, man, they got so much stuff, man, that mess with weather and equipment and all that anyway. But again, when I talk to people sometimes, they say, man, you either paranoid or you militant or you whatever. So a lot of my conversations, man, I can't really have with a lot of people because as we talk about the programming and the mindset, so it's always almost a fight, and I'm not going to fight to share information, right? Because it almost becomes what it said, a cognitive dissonance, right? And then they put up the guard before you even have a conversation because they're already prepared to disagree. Not with what you say, but just disagree with just new information. It does not compute, if you will.
Yeah, brother, that's a key problem in our community, man. Is that the fact that because we don't see it, we think it's not there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's really destroying our community, man. It's destroyed our family. Look at